Cadence is a pretty interesting film. This was released in 1990. It's directed by Martin Sheen and it's written by Dennis Shryack. And we have a cast including Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen. We also have Lawrence Fishburne, Michael Beach, James Marshall, and various others. And this is about a character called Franklin. He's an army private and he's sent to a stockade, which I had never heard of before. So I got a bit of an education there. He's sent there for assault and it turns out that he is the only white one there. The rest of the soldiers there are black. And it just so happens that the commander of the stockade is a very unkind person who has some very unacceptable views about the black soldiers there. And Franklin basically has to side with either the commander, who is obviously making things very difficult for everybody, or with the rest of the soldiers. And he is obviously in a very difficult situation there. What is he going to do? I'm not going to say, of course, but I did find it to be a really fascinating story. I think there are a lot of strong emotions in this. I can't vouch for the accuracy with regards to the army aspect. I don't know if this is how it would play out. I don't know if this is accurate. I'm believing it. I believe everything I watched within the context of the film, but I have no real life context there. So if you have any thoughts there or can add to this, then please feel free to share. I'd be interested to know what you have to say. But I enjoyed the narrative. I thought it worked very well and it felt very believable. We have some very strong character writing. The performances are brilliant, and I think a lot of the emotion does come from the characters, the way they're feeling, the way they're behaving, and as a viewer I found it very easy to feel those emotions, and that obviously makes it an intense experience and a very thought-provoking one as well. The narrative is very interesting. That it does sound really heavy. Of course it is. It's addressing a really important topic, but we do have some more lighter, more upbeat moments. There's a nice moment where they're playing basketball, and it just gives it a bit more balance, so it's a bit of an easier watch, but obviously there is some heaviness here as well. Visually looks good camera work, absolutely no problems there, and in general, I thought Cadence was an interesting film. It's probably not one I ever would have watched had it not been for Charlie Sheen, but I think I'm going to say I'm glad I had a reason to watch it, as it did make me feel a lot of things, and it did make me think about a lot of things, and I probably wouldn't watch it again, that being said. But yes, I am happy to say I'm glad I had a reason to watch Cadence. It was an interesting film, and whether the narrative sounds interesting to you or you're interested in any of the cast, I'd say it's one that's worth watching.